So my name's Austin Hayes. I'm a plastic surgeon in Portland, Oregon. I think that's one of the cool things about my practice. I have a really self-selecting group of patients who tend to find me for they're pretty results oriented. So usually they've looked at my Instagram and seen something they like, so they come and see me. But one of the things that becomes pretty apparent early on is that they never thought they were going to be in a plastic surgeon's office. Now, that's not everyone. Lots of people maybe had been thinking about it for a long time. But many, it's maybe something that, like a change after pregnancy that they didn't anticipate. And so they're looking for help, but kind of didn't expect that they would need it. They're looking for natural results. And many of them have read reviews. And it's really interesting. They already have a sense of who I am. And I'm not sure how that's portrayed or where they pick up on that. But they come in and say, I know you're really meticulous. I know that you're detail oriented. And these are things that I guess I portray maybe on my website, but I don't know. It seems that they have a deeper understanding. That must come through in my reviews. If people read my reviews, which is commonly Google and Real Self, many people have read all of them. But they must say something like that because my patients say it or the people who are coming in for consultation say it, which is great because that is exactly how I am. But it always surprises me that they know that or that they picked up on that. It's very cool. I love it. Totally unintentional, but I love it because that's exactly what I do want to portray. Yeah, I think that every surgeon has their own evolution. And so, surgery is no different than being a tradesperson, being an electrician, plumber, all of these trades, it depends who your mentors are. And you probably, you start your trade with the techniques that your mentors taught you, and then you slowly begin to innovate. And, a double sewn fold, that was my innovation, or at least to my knowledge. I mean, I've never seen anybody else do it. But, I learned to sew the fold from a plastic surgeon in Sydney, Australia. So when you're looking, you just start to pick up on these techniques and innovate and look. And when you see the problems, then you just try to start solving them. Everybody has their different path and everybody's patients want something different. And the cool thing about this is that there's a patient out there for everyone. And every patient has a different goal and a different thing that they're looking for, and they'll find their match if they keep looking. And so, that kind of brings us for full circle back to I have this very specific group of patients because, my pathway is this way and our paths happen to intersect. They like what I'm doing and we're a match. And yeah, not every plastic surgeon innovates or, probably the great majority of them do. It's but they innovate for something that works for them. And so I'm innovating for the challenges that, I see that bother me in particular. It's totally that. It's seeing it and not being able to unsee it. And it's on some level, you have to not only see it, but it has to frustrate you. You end up scratching your own itch. So it's the people who become frustrated by the smallest things, or like I become frustrated by the smallest things that I see in my results. And so that pushes me to innovate because I don't, I want to get beyond those. And so, yeah, that's the total driver. And to stay interested. It just keeps me, if I don't have something I'm working on, I should say I'm more interested when I'm working on something and I'm getting better at something. So I usually have one thing that I'm working on in each of my operations that I do. I feel like most plastic surgeons say this, but when people come into the office after surgery, you can tell just by kind of their mannerisms, their posture, their clothing choices, they're like illuminated. And my patients, are like this in pre-op. I mean, they're awesome. They are incredible people and they shine, but you can see them shine even more when they come back. And so it's so cool. It's the best place to find me at DR and then my name, Austin, Austin, Hayes, Hayes. That's my Instagram.